It happened on accident. It happened in 2013, I want to say. I was at a sushi restaurant in Denver with a friend, and I remember going in and I saw this girl with a little notepad, and I saw people would bring her plates of sushi. And I'm like, is she a food critic? What is she doing? I was just very curious. I was like, hey, should I go talk to her? I just want to ask her a couple questions. So I went over to her and I was like, hey, are you a food critic? What are you doing? She's like, oh no, I'm a contributor for this publication at that time. It's called examiner.com. Not the Examiner, it's just something else. And I was like, oh, so what do you do? She's, oh, I write about food and restaurants in and around Denver, and I'll go to new openings and try out food and then write about it. And I'm, oh, that sounds so interesting. I like writing. I've always journaled as a kid, and so I've always felt, for me, self-expression with writing and storytelling has always been something that I really liked. And I'm like, could I do that? She's, oh yeah, you can sign up to be a contributor. And so I started writing for this online magazine and then started my own blog, I think the year after that in 2014. I actually started content creation as like a writer slash blogger.
11 years ago?
Yeah, 11 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And I wrote for another publication. I don't know if it exists anymore, but there's called Eligible Magazine. It's a Canadian magazine. Think of Vogue and Sex in the City combined. It's like metropolitan fancy, but I wrote about travel. That's how I started writing about travel. I want to say 2011 was my first trip abroad. I've gone to Mexico, that's where my family's from, but my first trip outside of the Americas. I went to Spain and I fell in love with it. I started traveling after that. And when I was starting to write for that magazine, I could do both, right? And talk about travel since I'm already doing it. It started in 2013, 2014 when I started going into travel content creation. And now it's developed into something completely different than I ever thought of. I've been doing UGC, which is creating video content for brands or companies that they can use and put on their social media to advertise their product or services.